What is going on, my Super Straw Hats? Rhymestyle here, and today bringing some gameplay for One Piece Burning Blood, courtesy of Storm Gamer. Big shout out to him. Check out his channel in the description below. Go subscribe and all that good stuff. But without further ado, let's go ahead and break down and compare this game to J-Stars, Zenkai Battle Royale, and all that good stuff. So without further ado, let's just jump into it. Now, first thing I want to toss out there is look at the intro. The intro is so similar to J-Stars, where they basically introduce every single character. Not that it's a big deal or anything. I mean, they got to introduce the characters obviously when you start the fight. But I like how the beginning of the fight is pretty much exactly the same as it is in J-Stars. But again, that's not a bad thing. Now, before we start, the first thing I want to toss out is the fight system. So as you can see from the screen, which shows basically the breakdown, it's pretty simple. L1 plus square is an attack, L1 plus triangle, L1 plus circle. Those are special attacks, which makes you think of J-Stars once again, just because every character had a unique attack that was, specific to them. So it's like circle, forward circle, and R1 circle. So the special attack system seems pretty much the same, but it's going to function a little bit differently because this game is a bit more advanced than J-Stars actually was. Because remember, J-Stars Victory Versus was a dumbed down engine that was built from Zenkai Battle Royale. As you can see, you also have Logia Guard if you hold R1, L2, R2 is the switch characters, and of course R3 is your super special attack, which is exactly how it was in J-Stars as well once you get your victory burst. So they pretty much kept the core system functionality the same. Now the first thing you notice is when they're actually attacking, it is definitely different than J-Stars. It's more on the Zenkai Battle Royale side, meets a little bit of Storm, but it's definitely different from J-Stars. The big thing you'll notice is they don't have those stupid invincibility frames where if you get knocked down, you get up and you're glowing and flashing for a couple seconds, which is the most annoying part about J-Stars. That's why I always consider J-Stars more of an arcade game rather than a fighting game, and they don't have that in this game, which is an instant +1 and cool points. Again, as we actually look at J-Stars attacks versus One Piece Burning Blood attacks, in J-Stars, attacks seem more like one-off special moves, whereas attacks in Burning Blood seem to be more connecting like actual fighting game combos. So you can do like weak attacks, strong attacks, link into a special attack, and J-Stars never really had that. J-Stars is more about just, hey, do damage and then flash and then do it all over again, which, again, is a good thing about One Piece Burning Blood. And again, J-Stars was more of a dumbed-down game built off of the Zenkai Battle Royale engine, which came out a long time ago, so it makes perfect sense that this is going to be more like One Piece version of Zenkai Battle Royale as opposed to J-Stars 2.0. One of the cool things that I really love about One Piece Burning Blood, though, is the fact that you can tag in, and it's more of a 3v3 Storm style game as opposed to what J-Stars was, where it was like 2v2 and then like one support characters. Look how seemingly easy it is to switch characters and how awesome it is to transition between like the different characters you can choose from to jump into the different attacks and combos. So that's actually a really cool thing about One Piece Burning Blood that I'm looking forward to when the game comes out next year. Now, my one concern that I want to point out, and this might be just because the person who's playing the game is not very experienced and not really doing much. On top of that, this is kind of a very early build of the game, is I'm seeing too many of the same attacks, which was the big problem with J-Stars, because a lot of people just basically relied on using, circle, forward circle, and R1 circle attacks, as opposed to linking stuff together with square and triangle, weak and strong attacks in J-Stars. And again, I can't tell if the person who's playing this game just isn't experienced or doesn't really know how to play it, or if there's really kind of a ceiling of what you can and can't do with the game. Now, I know when they were, advertising this game in the last trailer, they were talking about how you can create your own combos, and you can do that through transitions of switching with teammates or linking square and triangle attacks with your special attacks and then jumping to your ultimate attacks. They didn't really specify what that actually means, and until we get more gameplay, it's really tough to tell, but it's something that I did definitely want to point out based on the footage I'm looking at right now. One thing that I want to really point out is I like how Spike added some really cool visuals in here as you defeat your opponent's teammates. For example, watch this. As Luffy is finishing off Crocodile, bam, look at that. Knocks him into the stands, and then the next person, Kuzan, I believe it was, jumps in to continue fighting. Yep, this is pretty awesome. It's a nice little touch to the visuals that Spike gets a thumbs up for. Moving on, we go on to the second gameplay. This time we're in Alabasta, which is basically a map also available in J-Stars. And as you can see, they did redesign it. They weren't lazy and reuse it, which, I was wondering if they would, but they didn't. Now, the one thing I want to point out with this portion of the gameplay is that the destruction is exactly the same as it is in J-Stars as well. Now, again, there's going to be a lot of comparisons to J-Stars, but remember, Zenkai Battle Royale is the game that essentially created J-Stars. This is more of a Zenkai Battle Royale engine as opposed to a J-Stars. And you can even compare it to Raging Blast in a way as well, because essentially, a Spike has always used similar engines for most of their games, and this is just a continuation of that. Now, watching this gameplay, as you see Ace and Frankie duking it out, you'll see as they hit the buildings, they get destroyed the same way they do in J-Stars, which is cool. See about that? And just like in J-Stars, it does disappear after that, which I know a lot of people did not like about Dragon Ball Xenoverse. As well as also environmental damage as well. As you can see, as Frankie shot them, they had those rocks on the ground, but again, they disappear for, I guess, hardware limitations. I don't really know, but again, it's just similar to what we already seen in the past games in J-Stars, Zenkai, as well as even stuff like Xenoverse, which is not really a good comparison because it's a different company. But I'm going to toss it out there because I know a lot of people had a big problem with the disappearing damage in Xenoverse. And finally, I want to show you guys how the ultimate attack system works in this game, and it's very much similar to J-Stars. Again, once your special gauge fills up, in this case it's the burning gauge, you're able to do a super powerful attack. Now for Luffy, in this case, he's able to transform into a 4th gear Luffy, fight in that form, and also has an ultimate attack just like how J-Stars featured with certain characters like Naruto, for example, where he transformed, he's able to fight in Kurama mode and then also pull off an ultimate attack. And also, as you can see, after he pulls off his ultimate attack in Bound Man or 4th gear mode, he reverts back to regular Luffy and then has to refill that burning gauge up once again to access his ultimate move. But this is very much similar to J-Stars, like I said. But again, the only reason why we'll compare to J-Stars so much is because we all played that game, but none of us really realized that, you know, Zenkai Battle Royale was the first J-Stars than J-Stars was, if that makes sense. Again, to show it off one more time, here it is compared to J-Stars, and again, same way, your gauge fills up, you press R3, you deal a lot of damage, you call it a day. Now, I'm pretty sure, just like in J-Stars, various characters will have transformations, which then can be, finished off with an ultimate attack, and some will just have an ultimate attack. But for now, like I said, that system is pretty much exactly the same as it was in J-Stars Victory Versus on the PS4, PS3, and PS Vita. So that's pretty much everything for my analysis / breakdown. Let me know what you guys think. Again, big shout out to Angerstorm Gamer once again for getting this footage. Check him out in the description below. Go over there, subscribe, all that good stuff. But I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think about based off of seeing gameplay footage for the first time? Are you hyped, not hyped? What are you worried about? Now, I'm personally pretty excited to play this game, and I can't wait to get it, I guess, June, because June is the official release date for the rest of the world. If you live in Japan, you're lucky and you get it in April. But for the rest of us, we have to wait until June to play this. But overall, I'm excited. I can't wait. Again, the only reason we're going to compare this to J-Stars is because we all got a chance to play that game. None of us really got to play Zenkai because nobody here lives in Japan unless you do. But it's normal for comparisons to happen, and it is what it is. But for now, I'm excited. Like I said, the cool thing about this game is it plays more like a fighter than J-Stars does. And J-Stars to me has always been an arcade game where Zenkai Battle Royale has more of a fighting game. So anyways, let me know your thoughts. If you enjoyed today's video breakdown, make sure you leave a like right below. I'm going to end this video by just tacking on the One Piece Burning Blood trailer that came out the other day in case you haven't seen it. So stay tuned, check out the rest of this video, and I guess let me know what you guys think about the trailer as well in case you haven't seen it. But that's pretty much everything, so let me know what you guys think. Anyways, as always, I hope you guys enjoyed. My name is Rhymestyle. I'll see all you awesome super stamps in the comment section below. Peace.
究極のワンピース対戦アクションゲームが登場。ロギア系の能力者には覇気を使うことで物理攻撃が可能に。個々の能力を最大限に生かし戦え。技キャンセルなどのテクニックを使い自分だけのコンボを組み立てる。能力と覇気2つの力で戦いは新次元へ。最大3人をリアルタイムに切り替えて戦うチームバトル。仲間を呼び出し追い打ちをかけろ。相手の連続攻撃を阻止しろ。戦況に合わせキャラクターチェンジを使いこなせ。
もうどんな敵にも負けねえ。全部守る。そのための2年だったんだ。
頂点に立つ者が善悪を塗り替える。勝者だけが正義だ。あんたに恨みはござんせんがお命頂戴いたします。
俺はあの人の本懐を遂げるため今日まで生きてきたんだよ。雑魚どもが思い上がるんじゃねえべ。よほほほほ嬉しいですね。私生きててよかった。
俺が万能薬になるんだ。何でも治せる医者になるんだ。
おお、貴様にも赤い血が通ってると驚いた。
不可能などありはしない。我は全能なる神である。乾きが欲しいが何もかも砂に返してくれ。
親の名を傷つけられて黙ってられるか。俺がけじめをつける。ルフィがもし俺に助けを求めたら、たとえ世界のどこにいても俺は立場を押して駆けつける。
まあまあ
そう殺気立つなよ。これは散歩に来ただけだ。カッカするな。
俺の邪魔するってのはどういう意味か分かってんだろうな。俺が全て捕獲する。
クズが世界を支配するからクズが生まれる。こんなこともわからねえか。
忘れるな、俺はいずれ世界一の大剣豪になる男だ。お前とは格が違う。
麦わらの一味コック、黒足の三次だ。聞いたことがないとは言わせねえ。
何が起きてももう動じねえ。そんな戦士に俺はなったのさ。
仕方ねえ。おめえらの船の船大工、このフランキーが請け負った。
ギャッホースバウンドマン。お前は手も足も出せねえぞ。ただ追えバイソン。
戦え、燃え尽きるまで。
こいつは私が処理する。
燃やし尽くす。
たまりやがる。
気を楽にし
格が違うんだよ。俺はまだまだ強くなれる。
昔の俺じゃね
なんで俺があんな目に。
やってやるべ。
はいよっ
あの激闘が体を貫く。これで終わりだ。
ゴムゴムのキングコングガン。
ワンピースバーニングブラッド、4月21日発売予定。初回封入特典は特典専用追加プレイヤブルキャラクターギアフォースルフィ限定バージョン、アニソンサウンドエディションも同時発売。予約に急げ。